I still cannot sleep. These thoughts are still on my mind about the entire narrative of Christianity. I am almost to the point of completely dismissing it. The story beyond Jesus' death. I don't even know if he resurrected, if that story is literally true, and quite frankly, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I know what's bothering me. I know what's bothering me about Christianity and any lingering belief of Christian doctrine. I had a brief exchange with a Facebook friend today, and something they mentioned really disturbed me. It's not that I intend to dissuade this person from their point, from their experience, from their vision, but I do want to give it, I guess, a counter angle for me to understand and clear this, and what it is that bothers me personally about that experience and angle of Jesus' role of laying down his life to set captive spirits free. I've been trying to analyze this, why this is not resonating with me, but at the same time understand that this is deeply embedded in our psyche because of the Christian narrative, because of the biblical stories that followed from Paul's writings and Peter, that which is supposedly attributed to the apostles. And as I stated, I have a problem with the entire narrative. It's victim-based, and I don't like any so-called truth that places my soul in the setting of the victim, that I am at the mercy of God, that I'm at the mercy of some savior that makes my soul feel victimized and disempowered, and not the sovereign, divine God spark that it is. And I think that is at the core of my discontentment with all of these Jesus experiences, even in the near-death experiences. This narrative is preoccupying our consciousness, our conscious mind. And what is in the conscious mind becomes reality, even in the afterlife. The creative power of consciousness is an unbridled and unlimited energy, an unlimited force. Therefore, that which my friend has experienced is real in their dimension, in their conscious dimension. But it does not have to be a universal truth. It can be a truth in just one isolated dimension. And therefore, it does not mean that every other soul is subject to that experience. This is the way I figure it. And, this entire soul trip that I am on, I shake my head sometimes. All of this came about through this crazy trip, this crazy experience that is known as the Twinflame Connection. I had no idea that such a thing exists, and when it hit me out of the blue, I was catapulted into literally a different universe. All of a sudden, all the things that I had previously learned as a Christian no longer fit, no longer applied, and here I am, finding myself in a different dimension and speaking from a different dimension. That is just so... I sometimes can't put my finger on it, and I wonder how in the world did I end up here? My human self had nothing to do with it, but my higher soul decided that this needed to happen, and so here I am, musing and pondering all of these things and trying to get to the core of my soul, trying to resolve these blockages, these things that no longer resonate. And sometimes I think I've gone crazy. But I am in a forward motion, and I can never return to that which once was. So we'll just keep on traveling in this infinite universe and infinite consciousness and see where it takes me